Are you really going to have a wedding now, Rhea? And you plan to have it tomorrow? I never heard anything about it yet. What do you think you're doing hiding your marriage and your wedding from me? You explain yourself to me right now. Stop trying to ignore me.
How did you hear about it? When I was trying so hard to hide everything from you.
I heard about it from one of your friend's little sisters. You know how she's my friend, right?
Oh, crap. I should have told her about how this was meant to stay a secret.
So what's this about you having a wedding tomorrow? Mom, Dad, nor myself have gotten an invitation to it.
That's because I didn't invite any of you to come.
Why not?
Because right after I got out of high school, I've never spent any time with you guys. And considering this is my wedding, you all don't care about it, right?
I see. The man you're making your husband must be really ugly, right?
What?
You don't want to be made fun of by all of us, right? And that's the reason you didn't invite us. Well, considering the man you've probably pulled in, I can understand that. And the only way they could have ever wanted to make you their wife is if they are even more ugly than you are.
I don't care what you say about me, but don't you dare start picking on my man like that. He's a really good guy after all.
Then I'll come and be the judge of that. Tell me when and where the wedding's going to be.
No thanks.
Excuse me?
I don't want you or Mom and Dad coming out to my wedding at all. And by the way, have you forgotten about what you did to me during my high school graduation?
High school graduation?
You went to the place I had rented my cap and gown from, and then lied to them saying that you were me, and went to my graduation dressed and said cap and gown, right? Then you went out with your boyfriend and messed around and said cap and gown, and I was never able to wear it in the end. That was supposed to be my day, where I got to enjoy the graduation with all my class, but I never got to in the end because you ruined it for me.
You really thought you'd look good in a cap and gown? Your head is way too big for a cap, and you're so short, the gown would have been dragging all over the place. It looked way better on me, and you know it.
And someone that would do such a thing to me will not be invited to my wedding. It's not like I'm close to you all anyway, and you wouldn't even bring me gifts either, right? You guys are not planning on even doing a thing to celebrate my wedding, right? So you three really don't need to be coming out to see me on my special day.
Does your family really have to bring you any gifts? Us just coming out to be around you in the first place is our gift to you. Also, we all have money, so could you please stop acting like we physically couldn't buy you any gifts to bring?
You guys have money, even though you're not working, and the same goes for Mom and Dad?
But Mom and Dad have money, and they are working.
Just barely working through from what I've heard. And as for you, you went to college just to screw around at those fraternities for 4 years, and then came home to not find a job and just become a complete NEET. Are you not embarrassed by that?
I'm not taking that from someone that didn't even go to college.
I wanted to go to college but wasn't able to.
Because Mom and Dad wouldn't pay for you to go, right?
They didn't even let me apply for any schools either.
I can't believe that a high school graduate is getting married before a college graduate like me. This world is really coming to an end then. Now you shut up and tell me where and when your wedding is.
Nope. I have a lot going on tomorrow, so can we be done now? I would like for the both of us to continue with the way things have been, where neither of us are talking to each other.
You hold it right there. You have never had any clue what you've been doing, have you? No wonder your father and I have never seen you as a good daughter. Now you've gone and made your little sister cry.
Now I have to talk to your annoying ass? I don't care what you've been hearing about. I'm not talking with you about my wedding.
Rhea, who was it that gave birth to and raised you again?
An annoying old bitch gave birth to me, but I don't ever remember her raising me. I believe that was Rachel who raised me.
You really are the worst.
Who was it that kicked me out of the house after I graduated from middle school and told me to take all my things with me and go live somewhere else again?
You went and screwed over your own family, right?
I did not. I was 14 years old and was forced to leave you guys. Thank God Rachel was there to take me in, and I was able to find a part-time job while in high school, or else I would have never been able to make it to where I am now.
Your aunt was only doing that because she's a fool.
No, she was only doing that for me because she's the only person who ever cared about me after you gave birth to Hannah. So don't you dare tell me that you're my mother and that you need to come to my wedding. I already invited Rachel to come, and she'll be sitting in as my mother then. So you all stay the hell away from me on my big day.
I'm not screwing around right now. I can't even get over the fact that you're getting married before Hannah. Yet you've gone and hid the fact that you're getting married from all three of us? Now I'm really pissed off. You tell me right now, what time and where will your wedding be at?
I told you I'm not saying a word about it.
Who is the man you're marrying? Does he have money? He has to have enough money to send us a monthly allowance every month, right?
A monthly allowance? What kind of fantasy is that you have? We never send you a penny.
Your father and I are at that age now, where we need to quit work soon.
You both still have plenty of years to go until then, right? And aren't you both working for Rachel's company now after you both lost your jobs long ago? She was the one that fixed Dad's company after he let it go to waste, right? You both always need to be helped with everything, don't you?
She's not paying us enough. Rachel is a really stingy bitch, she is.
You both should just be happy she gave you guys jobs working for her. And actually, if you both are wanting to stop working, how about you ask your cute little girl who hasn't worked a day in her life to get a job? Stop asking me.
We can't ask her to work when she's as cute as she is, right?
You are all full of crap, aren't you? Well, don't expect a thing from me because I'm not helping. I plan to keep things the way they have been, with me not having to talk to the three of you. So if there's anything you and Dad need help with, ask that cute little girl of yours to help.
You think I'm going to allow you to keep your distance from us? The reason I even gave birth to you in the first place was to be here when your father and I need help the most.
I'm sorry, but I have a busy day tomorrow. So can we stop? I'm not saying anything about my wedding, and that's because I don't want you three to be there on my very special day. So please, leave me alone now, and don't even call yourself my parents. Good night now.
You hold it right there, Rhea. If this is how you're acting, I'm going to start asking the rest of the family, and I'm going to make you regret not listening to me and telling me about your wedding when I asked you to. Good morning! After Mom went around last night asking all of the family, we finally figure out where your wedding would be today and at what time.
What? I don't think that's the case.
But that is the case.
And right now, we're on our way there to see you. Mom, Dad, and I are all in this car together coming to you.
You're coming right now?
This was my first time in years waking up this early in the morning, and we had to make it a very early morning. We have to make sure to be there before you arrive.
Do you guys plan on doing something to my wedding? I'm not sure who you asked or what they told you, but if you guys have any plans to mess with my wedding, I'm going to have you all kicked out. I told you not to come around me anymore.
There's no way you should be getting married before me, so the three of us thought we'd do something to stop you from marrying that man.
Stop me from getting married? So what the hell is your guys' plan then?
You can look forward to seeing that for yourself later. We will be there in another 10 minutes or so please look forward to every bit of what we plan on doing for you.
Hold on a second. I have finally been given a chance at gaining my well-deserved happiness, Hannah. I don't know how you three figured out where my wedding would be today, But you three need to stop right now.
Happiness doesn't look good on you. For as long as I can remember, Mom and Dad have always loved me and never you, leaving you with this very dark and depressing face that always looked the best on you. You having the best time of your life at that wedding is something not meant for you, all right? You can't be doing things that aren't good for you, right?
You stop what you're about to do right now and just leave my life alone. We haven't even talked to one another in years, so leave me alone and go do what you want with your life that'll make you happy. I want to have a life of my own now where I can become happy.
And I'm saying that what you're wanting to do isn't okay. People say that other strangers' unhappiness has a taste like honey, right?
Stranger?
And to me, seeing you unhappy really tastes like some sweet, sweet honey.
What the hell is wrong with you?
We're almost there now.
Wait, I haven't even left my house yet. Don't you dare do a damn thing to my wedding. I'm asking you to please not do anything to it. Hannah? Hannah! Don't you freaking dare take anything else away from me.
Hello? What we wanted to do in your changing room has been done. All we have left to do now is see your fiancé and make fun of him for looking like a dog before going home. So could you guys please hurry up and get here?
You're finally replying to me. I'm not sure what all you've done so far, but do not do anything to my man and his family. Him and I are already on our way there right now, so stop what you're doing.
Too late! We already got here and completely ruined your wedding dress for you. I feel so much better now.
I was wondering what you guys would do. Is that really a wedding dress in that picture? It's so torn up that I can't even tell what it used to be anymore.
Really is sad seeing a dress like that having to go to waste. There's no way you can repair that dress at all. So consider your wedding canceled now, right?
I'm not wearing a wedding dress for my wedding, though.
What? What do you mean you're not?
Didn't you say you went to my wedding venue?
What? What's going on here?
We don't have a lot of people coming out to the wedding, so we decided to have it on a beach close to my man's place.
A beach?
You guys, where are you right now? I am planning to have my wedding on the beach wearing a beach dress, so there was never any plans for me to have a wedding dress ready. I didn't even go out to rent anything for this wedding.
You're wearing a beach dress for your wedding on the beach? Then this wedding dress?
I'm not sure who you heard about my wedding from and what info they told you about it, but that's not my dress and not where I'm having my wedding.
You're lying, right? We tore it the hell up thinking you'd be wanting to wear it today. We tore up everything in this room, actually.
Everything? What the hell do you guys think you're freaking doing there?
This is all your fault for not just telling us where your wedding would be at all.
You told me that Mom went and asked all the family for info, right? Who did she end up hearing about that from?
From Aunt Rachel.
But I never ended up inviting her to the wedding.
Huh? You didn't invite her? But when we asked her to tell us about where and when your wedding would be, she told us so much about it. We told her that we'd just be going to say hi to you before turning around and leaving. So before she told us about it, she said to make sure we didn't cause any trouble at all.
I was planning on inviting her to the wedding at first, but before I could even get one out to her, she told me she had other plans this month and that she wouldn't be able to come. So I never ended up sending an invitation to her.
Other plans?
She told me that one of her most important customers' daughters would be having their wedding this month. And since she's really good friends with that customer as well, she'd be going to that wedding instead of mine.
What the hell? Wait, then when we called her and we're asking about tomorrow's wedding. She wasn't talking about your wedding?
I hate to think that this could be the case, but that wedding dress and everything else you tore up in that changing room, could that all be that really important customer's daughter's things you tore up?
What the hell? We thought that this was all your stuff, and that's why we made sure to ruin it all beyond repairing. We wanted to make sure you couldn't have a wedding.
That all happened because of your guys' mistakes. So you all figured out how you're getting out of that mess? I think you three need to find that family and apologize to them right now.
Apologize to them? Us?
Well, whether you apologize to them or not, you're going to have hell to pay for what you've done. But if you at least apologize now, you might be saving yourselves from the worst, right? Now, I have a wedding of my own to get ready for here.
This all happened because you never told us anything about your wedding, Rhea. If anything, you should be the one apologizing for all of this. Are you listening to me? Tell me where your address is right now. Right now!
What do you want this time?
I want to send this settlement letter that Mom and Dad and I got in the mail to your house.
If you're still that stupid even having after graduated from college, you must really have a disability or something. You really think I'm going to tell you my address now?
I'm telling you to tell me right the hell now!
Not going to. And even if you were to send me that settlement letter, it is still addressed to you guys and not me. You all do your jobs and pay that crap off, please.
You think we can afford to pay this amount off? They have asked us to even pay for the whole entire wedding now. Altogether, that means $100,000.
$100,000? That's a lot of money.
Because we ruined the wedding dress, the bride had nothing she could wear, and all the other dresses that the place had were too small or too big for her. So in the end, neither the bride or the groom wanted to have the wedding and asked that it be canceled. Now, we're having to pay for not only the wedding being canceled, but for wasting their time and for that ruined dress.
Well, thank God I don't have to pay for that. You guys all caused that to happen, so you all will have to pay.
Are you telling me to go into debt over this?
If that's the only way you can possibly pay, then yes.
I don't want to go into debt!
Too late to be asking for that. You were wanting to screw up someone else's wedding big time, so now you have to pay the price.
But isn't $100,000 way too much to be asking for?
A wedding is something that normally only happens once in someone's lifetime. So them wanting it to be perfect and canceling after you went and ruined the dress is totally fair. I do not blame them for going and ending things right there, as they probably didn't want to have a half-assed wedding when they'd already put so much time and effort into it. I can see that you don't quite get it, but to most people, their wedding is a very, very important event. You just went and completely ruined someone else's wedding, so now you're going to have to take responsibility for it.
No way. Both Mom and Dad are telling me to pay up as well. Which doesn't make any sense, because when I brought up destroying your dress, they both were completely on board doing it.
They really made themselves culprits in the crime, didn't they? And now they're both going to throw you under the bus for it all.
They have always called me so cute and so special, yet now they are saying they won't help me pay off the settlement. They told me to manage it all by myself. And then, after that, they told me to leave their house. They are both complete assholes, aren't they?
Did they take all of your things and chuck them out of the house as well?
They haven't done anything like that.
Well, when I was 14 and just graduated from middle school, they did that to me. So it's only a matter of time now for you.
Them kicking me out of the house at a time like this was totally uncalled for and makes them both monsters, right? I hate Mom and Dad now. I'm going to cut ties from the both of them right now. And that means I'm going to come and live with you now.
Don't get in the way of a newlywed couple's life, please.
I have nowhere else to go, though. Don't you want to help your little sister out right now?
Not only did you destroy someone else's dress over a misunderstanding, but you were originally doing it with the intent of ruining my wedding. So no way in hell am I going to let someone like that come into my house and live with me.
We are sisters, though.
This is the perfect chance for you to finally use that college degree of yours and go live on your own, right?
But when you were kicked out of the house, Aunt Rachel still helped you, right?
Figure things out yourself. Having to keep on seeing these annoying texts from you comes with no merit at all for me, so I'm blocking you now. Let's end this thing called being sisters, alright?
You're lying, right?
Good luck with that new life of yours.
Rhea, it seems like we really do need our older daughter after all. So, how about we live together with one another from now on? Even your husband can live together with us.
What about Hannah?
We kicked that troublemaker right out of this house. You're the only daughter your father and I have now.
Even though up until yesterday you were always putting her before me and treated her like your only daughter?
Your father and I made a mistake, all right? We've finally seen now that Hannah hasn't been our daughter, but you. You are our daughter. So will you come back here and live with us? Or we can sell this house and come out to live with you. As a matter of fact, your father and I are doing that, so we'll come and live with you at your place. Tell us your address, please. We'll move out there really soon.
Just because Aunt Rachel finally fired the both of you from her company doesn't mean you'll be able to come back to me.
What? Why do you know about that?
Because she already came and talked with me about what had happened. She came to me warning that you both would probably be coming to me next, asking to help your sorry asses out, and wanted to make sure I was ready for that.
That whore. Not only did she fire the both of us, but she went to you putting some weird things about us into your head.
Not only did you join in with Hannah ruining someone else's wedding, but that just so happened to be the wedding of one of the company's most important customers' daughters. What you all did really stained a part of Aunt Rachel's name in terms of those that will trust her, and she'll have to make up for that for the rest of her life. Do you have any idea about how much trouble she's having to go through now, calling all those guests and all her other customers to apologize to them now?
I didn't know about that.
Well, you can't use that as your excuse. The three of you are adults, and both you and Dad are almost in your 60s now. So you guys should be well aware of what is right and what is wrong. But considering you and Dad took a middle schooler's things and chucked them all outside the house before kicking her out, I don't think you guys have ever known the difference.
We can apologize to you for that. Can't you see we've both been fired now and aren't at the age where we can get any sort of a retirement fund yet? We are really worried right now about how the hell we're supposed to support ourselves here. And when it comes to that settlement of $100,000, we're being forced to pay a part of that as well now.
And that's because you and Dad were there and joined in with Hannah when she went and destroyed the dress and all those other things. If you both are prepared to sell your own house now, why not use that money to pay off the settlement and then find a small apartment?
Please don't say something like that. Hannah has already ran off and told us she was cutting ties, so there's no help coming from her now. Which means right now, we have nobody to take care of us as we get older and older. Things are seeming really bleak now. Times like this are when we should be forgetting about everything that happened in the past and living with each other again, right? Right?
I stopped thinking about you all as my family a very long time ago, so I don't really care at all about what happens to you.
You're joking, right?
If it makes you feel any better, I blocked Hannah's number just yesterday and proceeded to delete everything I had in my phone about her as well. So today, I'm going to be deleting both yours and Dad's contacts and forgetting either of you ever existed. I don't want to even have to think about you guys anymore after today.
Hold on a sec. You are the only one we can hope for now.
And my only hope that I have for you guys is that you stop thinking of me as your daughter. Thank you so much for giving birth to me. Goodbye forever now. From what my aunt has told me about Hannah, she ended up having to borrow a ton of money to pay off that settlement, and then moved out of the city to go live in a coastal town somewhere. And for the time being, she's working on a fishing boat, and most likely will be there for 10 years working, paying on her debt. That is, of course, if her spoiled and troublesome attitude can handle such a job for that long. And she doesn't just jump overboard when times get too tough. As for my mom and dad, they sold their house and used the money to pay off their part of the settlement. Neither of them are worth hiring full-time anymore, and so they've both been stuck working part-time while living in a very small apartment. They seem to be doing all right there, making things work. However, their future does indeed look very bleak. Thankfully for myself, I never had to hear another word from any of those three ever again after blocking them, and have had a lot more mental freedom to devote to my new husband. We ended up moving out to his family's house in Hawaii, not too long after we got married, which would have made things really difficult for my parents had they tried to come to our place